Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 32 of Heard You Like Me, and this one is titled Forging Ahead. Both continued to look at each other, and you had to break in again to snap them out of it. Hey, listen, I know I'm the hottest thing on earth, broken leg and all, but come on, you said with a chuckle. Let's come to some kind of agreement here. Momo, what if I asked Aizawa if I could have my own room? Would that be okay? But I like you in my room, Momo said sadly. I know, I get that, but, you went to say. Think about how I feel, Jirou said. You have way more going for you than I do for me. Look at you, she said, gesturing to Momo. You have it all. You're so beautiful, and I know if you spent enough time with Yin, you could take her away from me. And she said, biting back tears. Oh, Jirou, Momo said sadly, when she could see how much the shorter-haired female was struggling. Please don't feel that way. I wouldn't do something like that. I know, but I can't help but worry, Jirou said sadly, tears forming along her lower eyelids. Momo quickly stepped over to her and gave her a hug, and your heart melted. This was so sweet to see both your favourite people giving each other some love. This is what I like to see, you said with a smile. After a short hug, Momo pulled back and looked at you. Okay, ask Aizawa and see if there's a spare room for you, Yin. You're always welcome to visit my room, though, she said to you. And you can visit mine too, Jirou added. Thank you. Both. You're very kind, you said with a wink to Jirou, who gave you a bashful smile in return. Momo watched on, a pain in her heart. The more she saw you being sweet to Jirou, the more she wished for it to be with her, but she dared not say anything. I guess you don't appreciate something until it's gone, she thought, and you heard her but didn't react. Best you didn't. This was one of those times where it was better to disengage. Yin? Recovery Girl's voice came floating through the curtains. You're okay to go now. Oh, my taxi's here, you joked as you pulled the covers back and got out of bed. Do you need a hand, Yin? Momo asked with genuine concern, reaching one hand out to you to help you off the bed. Oh, no, I'm fine. I'm not that old yet, you laughed. Oh, wow, you commented once you'd stood up. My leg's like new. I'm glad, Jirou said, stepping up beside you, and you wrapped your arm around her shoulders. Momo forced a smile, but deep down she was hurt. But she also understood that Jirou was your girlfriend now, so of course it would make sense that you would prioritise Jirou over her. If you need me, call, she said as she watched you and Jirou leave the room together. Will do, you called back over your shoulder as you walked away. No limp, no nothing. Momo waited for a second before walking out herself. She just needed some time to feel sad by herself before heading back into the fray. You and Jirou chatted as you walked, talking about what had happened at the fete and commending each other on your braveries. Also, she said, I'm sorry for how I acted before. I don't have the best image of myself, so my insecurities get the best of me sometimes. Hey, you said as you stopped her in the hallway and turned her towards yourself. Don't you talk like that, okay? You're beautiful to me, and that's all that matters. Thanks, Yin, she said, and thank you for handling the Momo thing too. I'm glad it's all out in the open now. Yeah, me too, you said. I just hope there's a spare room, otherwise I don't know what else to do. Move in with me, Jirou said. You chuckled and gave her a hug and then turned to keep walking with her. I would, but what valid excuse could I have for switching from Momo's room to yours? We don't want Aizawa to know we're gay, otherwise that's a fat no he's going to slap us with. I can't say your room is bigger because Momo paid for the largest room on the level, and I can't say her and I had a falling out because I know he would lock us in the room together until we sorted it out, you said with a sigh. But don't worry, I'm sure everything will work out. Okay, Jirou said. I trust you. At least someone does, you replied with a chuckle. You walked back to the change rooms and changed back into normal clothes, and then you both headed over to Heights Alliance for dinner and bed. You thought it was a little strange that you didn't see Momo around anywhere, but at the same time it was nice to just spend time with Jirou and not feel like you needed to be holding back or anything. But when you parted ways with Jirou to go back to your room, she was standing there brushing her hair with only a t-shirt on, and you had to look away before you saw some things that you shouldn't have. Hi, Yin, she said sweetly as you entered. Oh, hey, didn't see you around at dinner, you asked, walking over to the bed and flopping face down onto it. At least if I'm staring into the pillow, I'm not looking at boobs, you thought. Oh, yes, I had a light dinner here. I didn't feel very hungry, she said. Oh, yeah, okay, you replied. Did you speak with Aizawa yet? Momo asked. No, not yet. Tomorrow, after the final days of patrols, he replied, lifting her head to look at her. I can't believe we've done a week already. It's gone so fast, Momo replied, placing her brush down and walking over to the bed to sit down beside you. You face planted into the pillows and silently screamed to yourself, willing your brain to not bring you gifted images of Momo in just a shirt. Yen? Momo asked, placing a soft hand on your back. You jumped violently. Yo, hey, yeah, what's up? You stammered, pulling away from her. Are you okay? She asked, leaning down a little to peer into your eyes. Yep, no, but yep, you replied with a forced grin. What do you mean no? She asked with concern. What's wrong? Nothing, I'm just struggling with my own life at the moment, you replied. It's nothing new, actually. Is there any way I can help? She asked. Is this about me and Jirou? Well, yeah, it is, but don't worry, I'll sort myself out, you replied, covering your face with your hands. Oh, Yin, she said sadly, her worry showing on her face, but you couldn't see it because you were desperately trying not to look at her. Just then there was a knock on your door and Mina poked her head in. Hello, I'm collecting yins again, she said brightly. You found one, well done, you said as you jumped off the bed and ran to the door. I'll be back, Momo, you called as you closed the door behind you and grabbed Mina by the hand. There's no time to lose. Let's go, you hissed as you took off running to her room. Whoa, what? She cried, half laughing as she tried to keep up with you. What's happening? Man, I need to escape from my own life all of a sudden. Do you know anyone who wants to swap with me? You asked her, still pulling her along behind you. A portal? Anything? Okay, I need updates. What is going on? She asked, slowing as you got to her door. Quick, get in, you said, opening her door and pushing her in first and then getting yourself in and closing the door behind you. She laughed as she was whisked into her own room. Okay, so what happened today? Jirou was crying, she said. Oh man, that was the least intrusive thing to happen today, you said as you flopped down onto Mina's bed. What do you mean, spill? Mina said as she ran over and jumped onto the bed as well. Okay, well, now Momo and Jirou are kind of in loggerheads. Jirou knows that Momo has gone back on her word and now wants to be with me, you said, your sentence being interrupted heavily by a loud gasp from Mina. Whoa, wait, what? When did this happen? What? She said she wants to be with you? She squealed. Oh man, you have no idea. There's been way too many updates in the last 2 days. Oh my god, you said emphatically. Polly, 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 Mina screeched. Girl, I'm telling you, get that Polly relations going. No, but Jirou wants me all to herself and Momo wants me all to herself, so it'd just be stressful, you know? You said. Mina is our Polly champion, shipping us all hard. Stay tuned for chapter 33 coming tomorrow. I'll see you then.